Do you guys ever get those feelings where you're just like, oh shit, that just happened? How'd that just happen? Why'd that just happen? I wish that didn't happen. Don't you always get those feelings? Your most embarrassing moment, you could call it. Well, I have my most embarrassing moment for myself, and I just like share it with you guys. So that's what the topic of this video is going to be. None of you guys chose a topic since, I don't know, nobody likes me anymore. Is that it? Nobody likes me? But none of you guys chose a topic for this video, so I just went ahead and chose a topic for myself to talk about. So I don't know exactly how long this video is gonna go for. We never know. So let me get the setting. It was either in first grade or second grade at my school. In elementary school, you have a privilege of having field day, so there's no consequence. You can't not get field day unless you don't show up on that day. At least I don't think so, unless you're like in the principal's office for doing something bad, which I've never been in the principal's office for doing something bad on field day. I have been in the principal's office quite a few times. Let's not talk about that though. That's for another video. It was in I think it was in first grade, and it was field day. It was a nice warm day. The sun was out, there were no clouds. Of course I remember all this. At least I think it's like that. Everybody loved that day. Field day is a very fun day. Too bad you lose it in middle school. I still do really like it, but I don't get to go on field day anymore. It's not a thing that we get. Instead, we get Spirit Week, which every single day you get to have something fancy. Well, not fancy. Every single day you get to like wear, like, one day's hat day, one day's like crazy hair day. It's just like a couple of 5 fun days, because obviously we can't have field day. Well, we could have field day in middle school if all of our teachers wanted to set aside a day. And field day, it didn't actually take the whole entire day, now that I'm talking about it. It was only like a couple of periods, so like 2 or 3 hours, maybe 4. I didn't really keep track of time, I was just having fun. But yeah, now we don't have that anymore. It was really fun. There were like little stations that you could go to. Every single station had like its own fun thing to do. Well, you went with your whole entire class, and your class did all of one at the same time. So like a whole entire class did one, and then they stopped doing that one and went to the other one. Every single time, like, you won first through fifth, I think it was, you got what was it? It was like little, I forget what they're called. It wasn't like a trophy, it was like a ribbon. You got a ribbon. First place was blue, second was red, third was, I don't remember any of the rest, because I never got any of the other ones. Okay. Yeah. So, there was this blow up slide thing, and it just like was a big air slide. Next we have the sponge. It's not really a fun one, it's more of a just competition. So like you have to put the sponge in a bucket, and then take the sponge out of the bucket, and then squeeze it and get all the water out of that, and the first one to fill up their bucket or until the time ends wins or something. So there was that, and then there was also, I don't think they still have it, but it was really fun. It was like sprint and jump or something, and of course I won that because I'm a beast. Okay, I'm just a loser, but I did win that the one year that we had it. Every single time like you won first through fifth, I think it was, you got what was it? It was like little, I forget what they're called. It wasn't like a trophy, it was like a ribbon. You got a ribbon. First place was blue, second was red, third was, I don't remember any of the rest, because I never got any of the other ones. Okay. Yeah. So, and then the third little thing you go to is the sprint, 50-yard dash is what it was called. And you just sprint 50 yards. Whoever won the 50-yard sprint wins. And I won that quite a few years in a row. I did win every single year in a row that we had it. Sadly, I'm not the fast. Well, I'm pretty fast still. I'm not fat. I'm pretty fat, though. Yeah, I'm pretty fat. And then the next one was, there was this, like, you would dress up, and I don't really know how to describe this one. So you, like, spin around on a baseball bat and like, spin around however many times you need to. You do that, right, and then you go for, and then you have to, like, wait, you put on clothes, you spin around on the baseball bat. Like, you put on, you don't change your clothes, you just put clothes over your school clothes. You just put it over your clothes, the, like, dress up thing, and then you would try to run around this cone after you spun around a couple times, or 3 times, I don't know, on a baseball bat, and then you have to run around that cone, and then you have to get back, get undressed, and then the next person in line has to get dressed and put their clothes over theirs, and then they go. Okay, so that was one of them. That one was the most complicated one to explain in my head. It might not have been complicated for you guys, but it was for me because I'm stupid. And then the next one was the shot put. That one's always fun. I think it was like it was like an 8-pound ball. And then there was a shot put, and then next there was, you have to balance an egg on a spoon, right? So, and then you have to walk like that, and then you have to balance on a spoon like that, which is pretty hard to do. Pretty hard task for people to accomplish. That one probably took the longest of them all because every single person had to do it. I think actually every single person had to do it twice or something absurd like that. And then so that one I didn't really like that one. It was probably one of my least favorites. And then next, which is the last one, was tennis ball speed throw, which is the one that all the guys peed in except the speedometer is totally broken. Yeah, that's the last one. That one was the very competitive one that everybody tried to win. Yeah, we had that. That was the funnest one, most competitive. This is where the story begins. So it was the really complicated one, the dress up, spin around the, and so you had to do that stupid thing. I never really liked that one. And then so what happened was I was doing that thing, the clothes up, spin around. Whatever you want to call it. There's no name for it. It's just a complicated thing. I was doing that right. I was getting undressed. I was taking off the clothes. But what I did was I didn't just take off the clothes above, right? No, I left my shirt on, like, because nobody wants to see these pecs. As I touch my nothing. I didn't take off my shirt, but like I took off the pants first. And what I did is I grabbed onto my shorts that I was wearing that day. I think I might have been wearing shorts. I don't know what I was wearing. But I pulled that down. So it was just my underwear. And I literally took it off and then gave it to the next person. Holy shit. It was hilarious. Thinking back on it, like, oh my god, I was like, I didn't think about it. I just took it off because we were all in a rush. And I actually handed it to the next person. And then I don't know what they did. I don't know what they did, but they just laughed so hard at me. And I was like, what? And then I looked down and I'm like, oh, I'm just in my whitey tighties. That was so embarrassing. And I just can't get over it. Like, I goofed. I done it goofed. I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody else at my school has made a bigger mistake than I have. Like, I'm definitely not, I don't get embarrassed that often. I'm a very outgoing person. That is just like, how did I do that? And I didn't notice, and I handed my, like, it was all still packed up, so you couldn't really see it, but like you still knew that I was there. Like if you looked from the top, you could see. And I handed it to the next person, and oh my gosh, like I just handed my clothes to the person that was next in line, and it was so embarrassing. I was like, why would you do that? You're stupid, Eric. And I'm like, I didn't notice that. I was just trying to win. I'm a very, very competitive person, if you guys don't know. I do not like to lose, except I don't really care about Rubbercraft. We're losing anyways. Who cares? But I don't really like to lose. It's not a thing that anybody really enjoys unless you're just a loser. But I took off my pants and gave them something else they didn't want, as messed up as that might sound. I did not give them that, as you guys are all thinking. Yeah, I gave them my shorts, and I goofed up. It was probably the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me. Everybody in the elementary school, which is 250 people, that was so embarrassing. I just can't, there's no words to explain it. Like, you guys can only imagine how embarrassing that would be. Yeah, that's pretty much my story, guys. Please tell me in the comments below what topic you want me to talk about next one. Like, what's the funniest thing that's ever happened to you? Most, like, something, I don't know, something funny, or something that you guys would probably want to see. Post that in the comments below. I'll take it into consideration. I might do it for the next video. Don't make it too nasty. Just try not to. Try your best, guys. I know you all have dirty minds like me, but try to keep it clean, okay? And hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and if you're not here, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Here we go.